Hello class, in this video tutorial I'm going to be showing you the solutions for the questions that ask you to find the quadratic rule for the parabola shown below. So I'm going to go through the solutions of the 9 questions I've set for you. So I'm going to go through the first 3 first. So what you need to do is you need to kind of extract what information is being provided to you and then determine what is the best rule to express your quadratic rule. So in this case of here, it gives us 2 x-intercepts and 1 additional coordinate, okay? So it makes sense for us to use the factorized form when we're writing our quadratic rule. So the factorized form looks like y is equal to a bracket x minus m x minus n, where the values of m and n corresponds to your x-intercepts, okay? Now, technically speaking, you could still do this using the turning point form, and the reason why we can do that is because although it's not given to us, we can clearly see that your turning point in this case is equal to 1, 4, and hence you could substitute that into the turning point form. But since that dot was not actually specified, I will just use the factorized form since the x-intercepts have been specified by those coordinates shown over there. So in this case, I'll substitute my x-intercept values in. So it's going to be y is equal to a, x plus 1, x minus 3, okay? So just remember, generally speaking, it should be flipped, okay? So if you substitute -1 over here into m, 2 negatives will make a positive, which is why I've got +1. And if you substitute 3 into -n, you're going to get x minus 3, right? So now what we do is we need to solve for what the a value corresponds to. So therefore, you need to substitute the extra coordinate that's being provided from the actual graph itself. So in this case, that dot over here corresponds to 2, 3. So if you substitute that in, it will be 2 plus 1, 2 minus 3. If you do the working out, it's going to be a is equal to 3, and that's going to be -1. So therefore, 3 is equal to -3a, hence a is equal to -1 if you divide both sides by -3. Therefore, when you're writing your equation, then this over here is what your equation should look like. Let's now answer question 2. So question 2 over here tells you one of the x-intercept values, and it also tells you one of the turning point values. Technically speaking, we could also use the factorized form as well, but in this case, since it does give me the turning point, so it just makes more sense for me to use the turning point form. So y is equal to a x minus h whole squared plus k. That's the general formula for the turning point. And what we do now is we'll substitute our turning point values into h and k. In this case, if we do this successfully, then what you should get is x plus 8 whole squared plus 4. To find the value of a, we'll substitute another coordinate, in this case, the x-intercept over here, which equals to -10, 0. So if you substitute that in, it's going to be 0 is equal to a, -10 plus 8 whole squared plus 4. It will be therefore 0 is equal to, what is -10 plus 8? That's equal to -2. -2 whole squared is equal to +4. So 4a plus 4. Move 4a to the other side. So if you do that, it will be -4a is equal to 4. Hence a is equal to -1. Therefore, your equation is going to be y is equal to -x plus 8 whole squared plus 4. Okay, I don't have enough space to show the third question, so I'm going to show it down over here. So for question 3, it gives us both of the x-intercepts and one other coordinate. So it makes sense for us to use the factorized form. So the factorized form, remember, was y is equal to a, x minus m, x minus n. We'll substitute our x-intercept values in, so it'll be y is equal to a, x plus 7, x plus 3. And therefore, we'll substitute the coordinate other than your x-intercept. So the coordinate that's given to us is -4, -3. So therefore, if you substitute that in, then this is what you should, that should be -4 plus 3. What we'll do now is we're just going to simplify this. So we'll simplify what's in the brackets. So -4 plus 3 is equal to +3, and -4 plus 3 is equal to -1. So in essence, that's going to give you -3a is equal to 3 times -1 is -3. And we'll divide both sides by -3, hence a is going to equal to +1. Therefore, your equation for question 3 is going to be y is equal to, where's my equation? Right here. So it's going to be +1, so a is going to be x plus 7, x plus 3. And that will be our answer for question 3. Question 4 over here, we know the turning point, and we also kind of know the x-intercepts, but I'll use the turning point since it's explicitly given me the turning point. So y is equal to a, x minus h whole squared plus k. substitute the turning point in, so it's going to be y is equal to ax plus, in this case, it's going to be, x minus 1 whole squared, and that's going to be a minus 9. So we'll substitute now the coordinates, this one over here, which is 2 and negative 8. So if you substitute 2 and negative 8, it's going to be negative 8 is equal to a 2 minus 1 whole squared minus 9. It's going to be negative 8 is equal to, in this case, 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 squared is just 1. So it's going to be negative 8 is equal to a minus 9. And just add 9 to both sides. A is therefore equal to positive 1. Hence, your equation is going to be y is equal to x minus 1 whole squared minus 9. Alright, sweet. So let's go answer question 5. So question 5, they give us the turning point and they also give us a factorized form. So you have the flexibility of using either forms, okay? For this one, I'll just probably use the factorized form. So it's going to be y is equal to a x minus m x minus n. So therefore, we'll substitute the values in. So if you substitute it in, it's going to be y is equal to a is equal to x plus 15 and x plus 5 over here, okay? We'll substitute the turning point in to find the value of a. So the turning point is equal to negative 10, negative 25. So it'll be negative 25 is equal to a negative 10 plus 15 and negative 10 plus 5. Simplify that, so therefore that will equal to a positive 5, and this is going to equal to negative 5. So a to negative 25 is equal to negative 25a. A is therefore equal to positive 1, hence your equation is going to be y is equal to x plus 15, x plus 5. And for the very last one, I'm probably going to show my working out down over here. So in this case, they give us the turning point and one of the x-intercepts. So therefore, it makes sense for me to use the turning point form. So y is equal to a x minus h whole squared plus k. Substitute the turning point in, so it's going to be y is equal to a x minus 6 whole squared minus 4. Substitute the other coordinate that's been given to you, which is 8, 0. So therefore, it's going to be 0 is equal to a 8 minus 6 whole squared minus 4. 0 is equal to 8 minus 6 is equal to 2. 2 squared is equal to 4. So it's going to be 4a minus 4. 4a is equal to positive 4a is therefore equal to positive 1. Hence your equation for question 6 is going to be y is equal to x minus 6 whole squared minus 4. For question 7, they provide us with two x-intercept values, so it makes sense for us to use the factorized form. So y is equal to a x minus m x minus n. Substitute your x-intercept, so therefore it's going to be y is equal to a bracket x minus 0 x minus 2, okay? And in this case over here, since 0 has no significance, therefore you can kind of simplify this as y is equal to ax x minus 2. To solve for a, we're going to substitute the extra coordinates as provided to us. In this case over here, that corresponds to 3 comma negative 3. So if you substitute it in, then this is what your equation should look like. 3 minus 2 is equal to 1, so therefore negative 3 is equal to a times 3 times by positive 1. So in this case, this is what you get. Divide both sides by 3, hence a is equal to negative 1. Therefore, your equation is going to be y is equal to negative x minus 2. Let's now answer question 8 together. So question 8, they give us the turning point. So it makes sense for us to use a turning point form. So this is the turning point general formula. We'll substitute your turning point in. Your turning point for this question over here, if you look carefully, it's going to equal to negative 4 and negative 9. So therefore, if you substitute that in, it's going to be y is equal to a x plus 4 whole squared minus 9. We'll substitute another coordinate, so we'll substitute this coordinate in here, and from the looks of that, that's equal to negative 3, negative 8. So substitute that coordinate in to solve for a, and hence this is what your equation, sorry, that should be negative 9. That's what your equation should now look like. So we'll simplify the bracket. So it's going to be negative a is equal to negative 3 plus 4 is equal to positive 1. Positive 1 whole squared still positive 1. So it's going to be a minus 9. And what we do now is we'll just add 9 to both sides. So a is therefore equal to positive 1. Hence your equation is going to be y is equal to x plus 4 whole squared minus 9. And to therefore answer the very last question, question 9, I'm just going to show my working out over here. They give us the turning point, so it makes sense for me to use the turning point form. So turning point form again was this. We'll substitute the turning point in. So the turning point for this question is 1 and negative 1 and negative 25. So therefore it's going to be x minus 1 whole squared minus 25. We'll substitute, in this case, your y-intercept, which is 0, negative 20. So if you do this, then your equation should look something similar to this over here. 0 take away 1 is negative 1. Negative 1 whole squared is equal to positive 1. So negative 20 is equal to a minus 25. A is therefore going to equal to 5 if you add 25 to both sides. So therefore, your equation is going to be y is equal to 5x minus 1 whole squared minus 25. So these are all the solutions for the questions that I've set for you guys. Thank you for you guys watching. If you have any questions, please email me. See you guys again in the next video. Bye.